If you're wanting to upgrade your brake lines with stainless steel brake lines, or even just replace your OE ones with new OEM ones because the original ones are breaking down or whatever, then you've come to the right place. Because today I'm going to be showing you how to replace brake lines on your car, specifically on a GR Corolla. And if you're a GR Corolla owner looking for some nice stainless steel brake lines, then look no further than these Mann Engineering ones. These brake lines come in red and black currently, and they are phenomenally made. And if you want to get a set for yourself, then go to mannengineering.com, and when you go and place your order, be sure to put in the code Happy Hill GRBL for $15 off your first order of these. And for any of you replacing your brake lines today, be sure to go to torqueracingbrakefluid.com to get yourself some of the best brake fluid out there, and use my code Happy Hill at checkout to get 10% off your order of those. Now, as I mentioned, I'm specifically working on a GR Corolla's brake lines, but the brake line process, removing and replacing them, is essentially identical. You're just going to remove it from the caliper, brake fluid is going to drain out, you're going to remove it from the main brake line, and also remove the bracket. That's pretty much the same steps for every single car out there. So with all that out of the way, let's get started with how to replace the brake lines on your car.
First thing you're going to want to do is brake torque on your wheels, then move on to lifting your car up. Preferably, you're going to want to lift the car up on all four corners. So lift up the front, put it on jack stands, then lift up the rear and do the same. With the car on stands, go ahead and fully remove your wheels. And for safety purposes, it doesn't hurt to slide your tires under your car. Now stage a container under your caliper, that way any brake fluid that leaks out will leak into that and not your floor. Now, you don't absolutely have to do this, but cleaning up the area around your banjo bolt behind your caliper is a good idea just to mitigate the chance of any debris getting into the brake line and your fluid that's in the caliper. Next, take a ratchet and a properly sized socket. In my case, it's a 14mm socket. Break loose and then fully remove the banjo bolt holding the brake line into the caliper. With the brake line removed from the caliper, you want to put a clamp onto the opening that the brake fluid flows out of. That way, it completely stops the brake fluid and no more leaks out than you really need.
Now, as you saw, when I removed the brake line from the caliper through the banjo bolt, there was a bunch of fluid that was dripping out. Well, what I did was I used one of these clamps that I bought from Amazon to be able to stop that flow. That way we don't lose a lot more fluid than we really need to. And if you guys want to buy these for yourselves, I'll leave the link in the description down below. Just click on that, buy yourself. It was like 15 bucks or something on Amazon for a set of 4 of these. So these come in handy seemingly for stuff like this. So you can probably use it for a lot more things than just the brake fluid. But if you don't want to go out and buy some of these, then you also have an option of having somebody go inside and press down on the brake pedal and just hold it there, or laying some weights on it. Or you can buy a pedal lock tool that basically extends, goes into your seat, and compresses against the pedal to hold it in place while you're doing this. If the brake pedal is pushed the entire time through, there will be no brake fluid that gets lost except for the residual stuff that comes out of the calipers.
Now take your new brake line, and if the kit comes with it, a new banjo bolt and washers, just like my kit comes with from Mann Engineering, then go ahead and install the new brake line into the caliper with the banjo bolt and loosely tighten it. Just hand tight, maybe not even that much. Just don't fully tighten it yet until we get past the bracket bolt. With the banjo bolt loosely secured, go ahead and move on to the brake line bracket. And here you're going to want to break loose the bracket bolt. In my case, it's a 14mm socket once again, but yours might be a little bit different. Just take a ratchet and a socket, break that loose, and then you can just unthread it by hand from there. And now with that bracket bolt removed, go ahead and route the old line away from the area. Now take your new brake line and route that through the bracket point, then thread on and fully tighten the bracket bolt from there. Once your bracket bolt is firmly secured, move back to your banjo bolt on your caliper and then fully tighten that one as well. Now the torque spec on the banjo bolts is usually around like 29 foot-pounds, but firmly tightening it down with a ratchet and proper socket should be good enough. Now remove your retaining clip by prying as hard as you can away from it using a flat tip screwdriver or something similar. Now in loosening these connection fittings, what you're really going to want is a flare nut wrench, but I didn't have one available at the time, so what I ended up doing is taking 2 crescent wrenches, holding the bottom connection with one wrench and holding the top one with another, and then breaking them loose from there. But the reason why you want to use a flare nut wrench is primarily so that you don't round off the top nut. As you see here, it looks fine, but over time you could easily round out the edges if you continuously take off your brake lines using something other than a flare nut wrench. With the fittings broken loose, fully loosen them and remove them from each other, and then immediately install the brand new brake line. Now you're probably going to want to clean up the area a little bit, just clean off some of that residual brake fluid that got out of the lines before you go ahead and try to tighten everything down. Now fully tighten the fittings and then move on to inserting the retaining clip. Now when inserting your retaining clip, you're going to want to make sure that the lower line is pushed up into the slot of that little bracket before inserting the retaining clip. That way you have a proper seat. In my case, one thing to look out for as well is if your included retaining clip is too thick or it just doesn't properly fit in there, you might want to just try your OEM retaining clip. That's what I had to do, and that works out perfectly fine. So just keep in mind that if the included retaining clip does not fit for whatever reason, or your you're struggling with putting it on, then just move on to the OEM one. That might work out just like it did for me.
Once you're done with the front brake lines, the rear brake lines are going to be the exact same process, so go ahead and knock those out really quick. Once all of your brake lines are reinstalled, you're going to want to make sure you flush the brake fluid in your car. That way you can purge all of the air that got into the system and also replenish any of the fluid that you lost when it was dripping out. But if you don't know how to flush your brake fluid, don't worry, I got you, because I made a whole video about how to flush your brake fluid, and I'll post it in the description down below and hopefully on this video here. So be sure to check that video out if you want to know how to flush your brake fluid. And if you need some brake fluid and you want some of the best performance brake fluid on the market, then be sure to go check out Torque Racing Brake Fluid. I'll leave the link to their site in the description down below. And when you go and order some of this brake fluid, be sure to use my code HAPPYHILL at checkout for 10% off your next order. And once your brake fluid is all flushed and everything feels solid, then you're good to go. If you guys got some good use out of this video and you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and ring the bell so you guys be notified of more content like this. Future racing coming up. I have a lot of plans for racing and also gaming and stuff like that. Been busy, but a lot more stuff coming up here soon, so be sure to ring the bell so you guys be notified when all that stuff drops. And till next time, guys, keep going fast.